Hello everybody, happy Wednesday. Oh my god, it's been a while, right? The last video that I put up obviously was from my trip to DR. I've been recovering and just getting back into the flow of everyday life. So first things first, I do not have my stabilizer with me, which is probably the biggest rookie mistake that I could have made. Oh, can I put it through here? Yeah, probably not. Super rookie mistake, but I definitely want to vlog today. Now, what has been going on with me? And nothing much, just working, schooling, trying to finish, stuff like that. Today's vlog actually is, honestly, I can't say it's coming in like great timing per se, but nonetheless, sorry, my battery died. But yes, on Monday morning, my car was officially pronounced dead. Or you can kind of say that my car is on life support and there is a DNR, or there's a very low threshold, okay? Like in the event that my car goes out again, that it will be revived. So this is how everything went. Sunday night, I'm on my way to work. And I noticed that as I was maybe minutes away from my job, my car started to move a little funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was shaking. I could have sworn I saw some like steam. It ended up turning off on me like a few times before I was able to kind of park the car. Like, not kind of park the car, to actually park the car. But you know what? I do thank God that I was able to get to work safely. And because there was no alternate side parking on Monday, I just kind of left the car right near my job and everything. Called my dad and he was like, all right, if anything, I'm gonna come get you in the morning, just let me know what's up. So he ends up coming to my job in the morning, just to kind of assess the car to see if it's a battery issue, like what exactly is going on. Now, I have had my car for 10 years, 10 whole years. I got my car when I was a sophomore in college, and that was my first car, and that basically is my baby. Like, like you can't tell me nothing about my car. Even though my car was old, it was a 2004 RAV4, and I got it in 2009. So it was 5 years old at the time. So, but at that point, like at that particular time, my car didn't necessarily feel old because it's only 5 years behind. But as cars started to progress and they became more, fancy and stuff like that, I was still rocking out with my car. Now, I have been very good with maintaining my car, like always getting my oil changed, getting my brakes, done as needed, getting timing belts, this, that, and the third, because my dad is really good at making sure that I'm on top of these things. Hence the reason why I was able to make it to 10 years. But guys, my car just gave out. Like, it really gave out. So he ended up coming to my job, putting some water and some type of fuel in something, and then drove the car home. On my block there is a mechanic who we normally work with. He looked at the car, he was like, it's an engine issue. Now, if you know anything about cars, like the two things you don't want to hear is your engine has a problem and your transmission has a problem. So he was like, you can get another engine, but the engine is going to cost like $1,000, and then obviously to work on the car it's going to be X amount of money. So just doing the math on it, it didn't make sense because my car, like I said, is a 2004. By the time I looked at like the mileage and all this other stuff, my car is not worth anything. Ironically enough, it's like God obviously heard me and my car obviously heard me. When I got my car in August of 2009, and when my car was acting funny, probably sometime like early last year, I was saying, you know what, all I need to do is get to 10 years. Like, just get me to 10, he's get me to 10 years. And lo and behold, my car got me to August 2000, actually it got me to September 2019. So I got to a year and, like I guess like some weeks, whatever the case is. So right now, what are we doing? We are going to the dealer. We are going to the Infiniti dealer because, like I said before, I was really looking at cars. I wasn't pressed to get one like now, but I just want to have an idea of like what's out there and what I might, be interested in. And I was looking at a couple of SUVs. So I'm going back there today to see if I can test drive one of them and just get a little bit more information on the car. And if I have enough time, I'm gonna stop by another dealership to see if any of the cars there are of interest to me. So I'm more than happy to take you guys on this journey with me. I'm not gonna get the car today because I don't have the time. Like, it's so last minute. I don't want to make like a rash decision and eventually regret it. But nevertheless, I need a car like this week, because next week I go back to work. I'm not going to work for the rest of this week because I have a wedding to attend tomorrow. A wedding that I'm actually a part of, not necessarily only attending. I have a wedding that I'm a part of tomorrow, and then I took Friday off because I was under the impression that I would be so exhausted, and it works out perfectly. So now I have all day Friday to, you know, get my stuff together, and then Saturday morning as well, if I can't get everything done Friday, is the day that I'm really pushing for me to get this car. So I guess I'll see you guys when I get to the dealership. Okay, car, let's load this volume and let's focus here. All right, guys, so eventually the focus will pick up, hopefully. All right, yes, so we're back. I didn't get a chance to vlog while I was on the inside because I was, you know, trying to really focus on getting test driving the car. So I got in the QX50. Initially, when I came to look at the car, when I came to the Infiniti dealer, I was looking at the QX30. But the QX30 is relatively small. I mean, it's similar to the size of the car that I'm coming out of, but I feel like I could probably use a little bit more room. Not so much for myself because I'm a small girl. I'm only like 5'3", but just thinking of like the people who might be in the back. And also, after driving my mom's car, I kind of like the size of her car. I can navigate. It's not too big to where I can't find parking, but it's also not too small. It's like a moderate size. It's like a mid-sized vehicle. And my biggest thing with, as far as the size is concerned, is like, you know, I live here in New York, and parking, New York City, that is, not so much like New York State. I live out on Long Island, so parking is always a thing. You want to get something that, you know, to me, I think it's important that you can get a car that can fit in certain places. So I got in the QX50. I liked how it drove. I mean, like I said, I'm coming from a very basic car, so some of these features are like okay, that's cute. I can get used to these things here. So I'm actually gonna go right now to the Mercedes dealership just to take a look.
The next day.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. Look who I'm with.
Hey guys.
So okay, look at this hair. Let's talk about this hair. This is from the wedding that Alex, well, my hair's off. It started detaching last night, honey. So this is from the wedding. So beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. And then obviously, you know, well, no makeup on, but nonetheless,
I took that
the outfit makeup was like really beautiful. It was a vibe. I didn't record. I had like some videos on like my Insta stories and stuff like that. So of course, make sure you follow me on Instagram, whatever. Nevertheless, we are here today because we are actually going back for a second round to look at cars. So the first time you guys saw or heard, I didn't record it, but I told you guys I went to the Infiniti dealer, and then here comes Alice talking about, oh, go look at Audi. So
I didn't say that.
Well, she's one of the people.
I gave her an option.
One of the people who mentioned that I should go to Audi, and since today I have the availability, I didn't go to work, obviously. I'm going to test drive the Q5. I think it is the Q5. See if I like it. If I, you know, I gotta see how things are moving, and if and then maybe today I'll be able to kind of like make my official decision, because I think the goal is for us to like do the preliminary groundwork, and then my dad will come with me later on today, I guess, also look at the car, and then we'll just decide from there. Oh yeah, it's out here. It's raining, so I can't get too close, but this is the 7. We test drove the Q5 in the rain, and it handles like a car. Yes, which is super impressive. Impressive. It doesn't feel like a SUV
No shade
at all.
to anybody out there. I have the new Honda Accord, the 2018. I think I'm going to lease an Audi next.
Yeah, I don't know. And I know my boyfriend's gonna be watching this, talking about probably shading me because he told me to come to Audi. I was like, I don't want to come to Audi, and here I am talking all crazy. But I don't know. I'm thinking
Nice.
There's definitely a difference between the Infiniti that I drove And Audi, obviously, for obvious reasons, because there are tiers and there's, you know, there's different qualities of cars and, you know, stuff like that. So y'all gonna have to talk to me from down here. So obviously you have, you know, your Nissan, you have your Toyotas, Hondas, Nissans. That's one.
Toyota, Nissan, Honda.
And then the next would be Acura.
And like Ford, all of those cars are like within the same tier.
Yeah.
Then the next one would be Acura, Infiniti,
and she said Volvo. Yeah, that's like.
And then you go. Oh, and then you go up.
Just a little bit higher.
You go a little higher.
Okay. Which is Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and then after that,
then you have Porsche and
Ranges and stuff like that.
And, you know.
So even like just talking to her, comparing apples to apples, it wasn't apples to apples, because it was like apples to grapes and apples to bananas, because I'm comparing one particular tier to another tier. So
guys, it's nice.
Yeah, it really is nice.
Honestly, just listening to her, I'm reconsidering what I'm gonna do when my lease ends.
Yeah. So I think I don't know, we'll see. Even though I'm feeling it.
Are we gonna go to Acura now?
Yeah, we're going to Acura.
One eternity later.
All right, so Alex, this is completely your opinion on this one. So we came from Acura, right? Be mindful that prior to, this is yesterday, Alex was very like, Kim, like, I'm really looking at the Acura too. Eyes fire. And she's not the first person to tell me this. Somebody at my job told me, like, definitely consider Acura. Look at the MDX. MDX was smaller than R, right?
No, R is big.
Well, I think he was looking for
MDX is bigger.
He was looking for MDX because he has a family, like, you know, he has kids. But
it has third row seating.
Yeah, nevertheless. But Alex, when Alex mentioned yes, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I guess I'll keep it in mind. What is your take on this?
I share my opinion primarily off of the fact that I have a Honda, and I honestly thought I was gonna be Honda Acura for life. Not for nothing, it has nothing on Audi. Like, obviously, because it's a higher tier of car.
Yeah. Be mindful that we mentioned that.
That has nothing to do with it. I just feel like what they're doing with the MDXs and the RDXs now, like, the grill just looks really cheap. It looks really cheesy. The interior and what they decorated, like the doors with, looks cheesy.
Yeah. When you ask about that lining thing.
Yeah, the lining inside. They dropped this chrome on the doors. It literally runs on the bottom part of the door all the way to the back. And I understand what it's for. It's mainly for, like, if you're kicking your door closed. I get it, but it's not a good look.
It's bulky on the outside.
It's very bulky, and it just doesn't make the car look attractive. Yeah, so my opinions are, like, it changed. I'm looking at
and I mean, we were able to test drive it. And another thing that kind of turned me off too was that
you said the way it feels.
For some reason it feels like I'm driving my mom's car. And you guys know that, like, not too long ago, when I got, well, like over a year ago, my father and I, we put together and got my mom the Rogue. And I drive my mom's Rogue every now and again, because she actually liked my car because my car was smaller. But nonetheless, like, it felt like I was driving my mom's car, and I'm like, I know that this is not the same price as my mom's car. It's not in the same, you know, there's no way. It's a higher tier, if I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Acura's above Nissan,
right? Basically. So yeah, I wasn't really feeling
like, Acura is Infiniti and Lexus basically, and I'm not feeling it.
And another thing that was really a turn off, there are 4 different, like, classes, 4 different, like, sub I guess categories with underneath the thing.
Just
so it's like
one RDX.
Yeah, so you got the base, and you got the technology, then you got the something, and the premium. So when I asked about the heating situation, because heated seats to me, I mean, I've been in my man's car, I've been in, like, your car, all these new cars that got these little heated seats, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really with everything. And they were saying that only comes with the highest tier, like the fourth.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. And when I was looking at Infiniti, which Alex is saying is out the question now.
No, it's out. We're not even looking at Infiniti anymore. It's just done.
When I went, they also didn't have heated seats in the Lux.
But you made it a point to say that your mom's Rogue has heated seats.
And that's crazy. And this is why, like, I don't understand. So, I mean, I'm processing. I've kind of had, like, an idea of, like, what I'm really leaning towards, but no, nevertheless, got to get, like, my dad, like, just have him come out here, look at the cars with me and stuff like that, and then maybe get him to test drive it as well. And then
guys, Infiniti is off the table. It's off.
That's what she says, but I'm a grown woman and I make my decisions.
No, that's the person who is literally waiting for my dad. Waiting for the dad.
whoa. Okay, we're not trying to get copywritten. Happy Tuesday. As you can see, my environment looks a little different. We are back with another a different car vlog or car chronicle. So as you can see, guys, I got my new car. First, giving honor and glory to God, who is the head of my life. Without him, nothing is possible. Amen, amen. So guys, I picked up my car on a Monday, and if you know anything about cars, from the vlog, from the clips before this, you obviously saw that I was really feeling the Audi, and that's what I went with, guys. So how do I feel right now? I mean, I'm happy that I now have a car and I don't have to rely on anyone to bring me anywhere, or just have to rely on Ubers, because I've had a car for 10 years. So that freedom is unmatched and unparalleled. So I am very excited about that. And I'm also just a little bit, not nervous, but I'm like, this is like a lot of responsibility, because okay, I am leasing my car only because I've never leased before, obviously, and I financed before. My first car, I had financed half of it, and after financing it, thankfully I kept my car for a long time because I liked my car and stuff like that. I know my car was a very reliable one, but I wanted to just get a taste of how leasing would be, because I've heard a lot of great things about it. And in my research, people have definitely recommended that I at least give it a try. So I think my biggest concern is like the responsibility. Like, not that it's outside of my budget or anything, thank God for that, but I was like, if I could just have no payments, that would be amazing. But nevertheless, yeah. So guys, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna probably do like a what's inside my car, because you could go on anybody else's video and get those types of, like, you know, reviews, because I really don't even know all the specifics, as I am still getting used to this car and like learning how to work with the technology and stuff like that. But nonetheless, guys, that's that, guys. She has a new car. I'm actually heading to work right now. The beauty and the benefit of me actually having this car, well, not beauty and the benefit, but because this car is relatively new, I am not parking it outside, which I used to do when I had my other car. I would park it on the street, but now I'm parking it in a parking lot. And oh, you guys are shaking, you know the vibes already. And I'm parking in a parking lot, so that gives me a little bit more flexibility and not having to get to work extremely early to look for parking, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But yeah, guys, that is that on that. So before my camera dies, because I had to delete some footage to get like enough space to record this, it's a lot of things, it's a lot of things going on in my household. So I obviously got my car. I'm getting rid of the old one because it's basically dead, and we actually are looking to buy another vehicle for the household. So yeah. Things are really moving, things are really great on this side, thank God for that. I just wanted to come back in and like let you guys know what's up before I forget, and I'm also like disinterested in telling you guys. So I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. I don't know when that will be, but I'll see you guys soon.